When you hear that click,
ASMR. Yeah, they playing like basically like Paul George's mentality, where they have basically how everybody's so nonchalant. You know what I mean? Because even counts to go when they're doing the screens. When they got the screens going underneath, like I said, they're allowing Luka to pick up who he wants to instead of fighting over the screen. You know what I mean? Or even a man that's guarding him doesn't push him out or force the screen to turn the other way.
or when they do force it, it's half-hearted and sloppy. I'm like,
Exactly.
bro,
And then
why are
even
you closing out so soft?
yeah, I was just about to say that. And look how they even closing out. Just about to say that. So you see the same thing too, and then you see Rondo going off on him. So that lets you know it's a mentality over there, and Kawhi don't speak up so much, and it's probably hard for him to say something like, because you got years with Paul George, you know, y'all going back as high schoolers and kids and shit, and then
I was saying something the other day, and they was talking about is Kawhi the problem.
nah, the problem with Kawhi is just that they want him to be a leader, but he just leads by his play. And if you can't follow that, you really don't want it that bad. That's why they take the Paul George approach. You know what I'm saying? The bad thing about that is Paul George can be productive and nonchalant like that. You know what I'm saying?
I just think that we just got too old, bro.
No, y'all still, Kawhi's not even 30.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you got to think about it, though. Other than Kawhi and Paul George, other than our second-year player and maybe Zubac, everybody on our roster is now an old head. For one, we're one of the slowest teams in the NBA.
But that's how Kawhi likes it.
That's off top.
But that's how Kawhi likes it. That's how he played in Toronto.
But then that's why we always start getting our ass beat by these young guards. Because for one, our guard position isn't the strongest. And for two, nigga, we're old. Nigga,
Okay,
our guards
well,
our guards are Reggie Jackson,
Yeah.
10 plus years in the league. Rajon Rondo, he's literally on his last leg. We don't know when he might retire this year, he could retire. Like, that's how old he is. And then we have Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly's an old head in the league, and he's starting to have injury issues. So I'm like,
Okay, well, I'm telling you, first off, Mike, those are not real concerns. LeBron James and them was the slowest placed team year before last, and they were still first place. The real basketball is slowed down. It's not fast. You know what I'm saying? It's because you kind of know where to be and how to put people in certain positions.
but because for one, we're playing lackadaisical defense. For one, that's what I'm saying right now.
That's a valid point. We both agreed on that.
It's our defense, but then it doesn't help that our defense is half-hearted, and then on top of that, we got one of the oldest. We're slow, so it's like, oh well, they're not going to close out fast. They're not going to switch fast. They're not going to play up on me. Well, we're just going to burn them, and that was our issue last year. Why John Morant was able to do stuff, and not John Morant. Why oh boy,
Yeah,
he's out
the way
this year.
here, I know.
But that's why he balled out the way he did.
Murray.
And then that's why Luka, not only is Luka big, but he, and strong, but, he's quick. He may not be fast, but he's quick. The way he splits the defense and gets into the paint, bro, it's hard to stop it. And we don't have, there's literally, right now.
Two on top, right?
Yeah. And literally right now, nobody can stay in front of it.
The reason why you can't stay in front of him is because he's elusive. I'm gonna say he's so quick because you know how when you have a shot, it makes you seem quick. It makes you seem like your first step is quick. You know what I mean? Like, you play 2K, right? Okay. So you know the shooters, how it's like the guys that really can shoot, but because you play them so close and so tightly, They first step is like they just go right by you because you on them tight for the shot. Well, that's how it is with Luka. Except it's worse because it's like him and James Harden. James Harden's not a quick first step either, but he gets through there. Why? Because you're afraid of the step back and the pull up. So you're off balance, off top, because you're like, okay, what is he gonna hit me with? Like even when you look how he did Serge the other night, he got into the key. Serge saw he was in the key. Luka took a jab step and waited. Serge waited. He didn't jump. He didn't press him or nothing. And then Luka faded back off that and shot off the glass. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been making people look stupid. It's like they go up and then he goes underneath them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, it's the same thing like James Harden. You know, how James be doing that to people, how he dribble. Like, you know what's coming. You see it. Everybody know it. When we see him do the dribble under the legs, what's coming? The two steps in the shot, correct? You feel me? But when they right there, they're like, okay, if I step up, he's going to go right by me. And that's just how people play those people. Because quick first step is Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? That's too quick. But yeah, no, I just think y'all just need another scoring point guard, if anything.
Yeah.
Because when
we need to take some of that age off our.
Because when you hear 10 plus years, you do realize it usually takes players 3 to 4 years to develop into a player.
Yeah, but like I said, nigga, everybody that we pick up, Rondo, like I said, he's on his way out. Serge Ibaka, he's on his way out.
Well, y'all picked up Rondo for the leadership and the floor general.
Yeah, but I'm still saying, it's still the age.
And Reggie Jackson, y'all took him so the Lakers wouldn't get him.
It's still an age deficiency. As like nobody we picked up is younger. I say, and it doesn't show like that in the regular season. Because you're playing a different team every single night.
Well, you're playing a different game. Well, this is the thing. Okay, this is the best way to even whatchamacallit. You guys are not built for every team. You guys were built for the Lakers. That's who you guys wanted to take out. That's why you guys built what you guys built. You guys built to play the Lakers. Now everybody else, they thought, they thought Kawhi should be the other, when you look at the people that's around the league who's been winning championships, Kawhi has been right there. So they thought, okay, Kawhi and Paul George coming off that MVP season, we're going to make it to the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you guys constructed your team. The Morris twins. Remember you and the Lakers was fighting over the Morris twins. Then you and the Lakers, you guys took Reggie Jackson from the Lakers. From them picking up, from him going to the Lakers. But the thing about that is like Reggie Jackson also don't put up numbers in the playoffs. It's like Steve Nash. Steve Nash was like, he's a great regular season player. I'm a Dallas Maverick fan. But when we got to the playoffs, he was not that guy. We had to put in Nick Van Exel. But yeah, yeah. It's just a bad fighting matchup. You know what I'm saying? It's like
everybody who's killing us on their team is all the young players. Jalen Bronson, he's only 3 years in the league. Tim Hardaway, he's only like 5 years in the league, maybe 6.
No, he's old.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he got to be like 28.
Yeah, he's still like he about like 5-6 years in the league.
Yeah, but Kawhi's only 29, so what's 1 year?
But I'm not talking about Kawhi.
Oh.
I'm talking about the team constructed.
The bench players?
The whole team constructed around Kawhi and Paul George are old, except our rookie and Zubac. Our rookie, Zubac, and Terrence Mann, who's only in his second season. Everybody else, nigga, is old as hell.
Well, that's how they play. I'm trying to tell you. That's why look at the way LeBron constructed his teams. Everybody was old. Like nobody liked playing with the young players because they don't know all the sets, and they're gonna have those mental mistakes. like everybody plays with the old people. You know, I understand what you're saying, and I think that points back to also what you said too. So that may be true to fact. It may be like, I don't know.
Now, if we were
I don't
playing
know
that
if it's
defense, if we're
that's
playing,
what I was just about to say. I
if-
don't know if it's the defense and the effort that you're seeing, because it's almost like at the same time they should still be able to give effort, and it should be a different style of defense when they play. Everything shouldn't be predicated on, oh, this person's going off, let's stick Kawhi on them.
yeah, and that's what I'm not liking too. Just guard everybody else. They gotta play Luka the same way you play LeBron and any great player. Let that nigga go. If this nigga can score 120 points by himself and beat us, then
that's
he
his
earned
night.
it.
Yeah, that's his
He earned
night.
it.
That's a Kobe night.
But nigga, I'd rather bet on him scoring 120 points and guard and shut down the rest of the team than to sit here and try to switch and chase him down and make sure we're picking this and we're on the pick and roll. Somebody just guard him straight up. If he's burning them all night, okay, let him burn them. But all that switching that they're doing and stuff, they need to knock that out. And they need to just, because there's no way Jalen Brunson should be killing us. There's no way Kristaps Porzingis should be 3 for 4 from 3-pointer.
No, Jalen Brunson gonna kill y'all.
There's no way that
That's
Tim
like-
Hardaway
that's
Jr.
like-
should
that's
be
like-
9 for 11 from
That's
3.
like that's
I'm
like you
bro.
that's like you making it into the league, Mikey. You should be able to get off a few years, because you know what I'm saying. You're smaller, and look how hard you had to work to get there.
Yeah, but I'm just like you know, I'm just saying like they will do better trying to shut down the rest of the team than trying to shut down Luka. Because you trying to shut down Luka and focus on Luka, then it's throwing our whole defense off. We're already playing half-ass, so it's like, nigga, we're not switching fast. We're not doubling hard enough. When a nigga, like, bro, at halftime, I was so disgusted. At halftime, they had a like, they were talking about the defense. He said, look at them trying to trap Luka. For one, you never try to trap a player when he's looking dead at you. That's one. Paul George ran up to try to trap Luka at the, like, on the kind of on the side, but kind of by the, you know, by the half-court line.
Yeah, by the hash.
Luka looked at him running at him. Mind you, he was running at him half-heartedly, you know, half-ass. And Luka just was like, are you serious? And just dished the ball to the open nigga. I'm like, bro, for one, why would you try to trap when that nigga's staring at you? You trap when his back is turned, so when he can't turn around and find somebody to pass it to. That's when you trap. I'm like, what is y'all over here doing? Like, and it's sad, like, non-professionals are over here getting this shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not even in the NBA, and I'm seeing, like, I'm probably not even qualified to be a coach or anything, but the shit that y'all are doing, bro, is no bueno. Like I said, I do them just like you do LeBron. Okay, well, let LeBron go off and shut everybody else down. That's all you gotta do.
I really do. I really do what we did to LeBron in 2011 and 12, and make him make the right play and let him sit in the corner.
Exactly. Let LeBron, you know, let LeBron go for 50 a night. He's gonna get tired going for 50 a night before the whole team, you know, before you try to, you know, stop the whole team from going off. I'm like, that's what they need to do. Let Luka go off. Let him go off, please. It's already proven too, because we've seen it on more than one occasion. In the fourth quarter, he's burnt out.
No, they're doubling him.
Game 1, fourth quarter, he only scored 1 point.
No, because they're double.
4 points.
Because they're double teaming him.
I mean, shit, they was double teaming him the whole game, or at least trying to.
No, but at the fourth quarter, that's when they really actually started trying to double team him, because they think they go to state. That's what I was going to say to you early. They think they got a switch that they can click on, and it's like, you guys don't have that. You guys don't even have a fourth quarter, because what ends up happening is when they try to click it on sometimes, and the team still stays right there and fights with them, the Clippers don't know what to do. And the fact that, too, it's almost just like, let me ask you a question. Offensively, what type of system do y'all run? Because y'all don't run a pick and roll, really. So it's like, what are y'all doing?
We
Running
run
off screens all day?
no, we supposed to be running to penetrate and kick out.
Are y'all? I don't
That's
see
what
that.
we was running during the regular season. That's what was working for us. That's why our 3-point shoot
So you were so
percentage
up.
was high in the, because what we would do, we'll penetrate the paint, get Kawhi the ball on the block. He'll wait for the double team, and then he'll kick out to one of the shooters wide open, and they'll smack it down. But now, since the playoffs started, we haven't been running that. Our shooters aren't wide open like they were in the
Yeah,
in the
because regular
playoffs.
season is not the playoffs. I told you the game slows
But I'm
down.
saying our whole we're not even running what we were running in the playoffs.
Yeah, because it looked
So
like y'all
I'm
was just running screens. That's
Yeah,
why.
I'm like, bro, that's not even how we get down.
Like I said, y'all needed to get Marc Gasol so Kawhi could have felt more comfortable. That would have at least been a big man who can stretch the floor, just like he just did to the Lakers the other night. You know what I'm saying? And then, unless Kawhi didn't want him, and then
He was already signed with the whatchamacallits. He signed with the Lakers before.
no, I know.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. But Kawhi they should have been talking to him when Serge knew he was coming. They should have been talking to Mark. But the Lakers probably paid him a lot more, but they'll be willing to give him up now because Kawhi needs those type of players. That's also what you don't understand. It's like, that's what I'm telling you, like, it's an old man league. Think about where he comes from. Think about the culture of basketball where he comes from. The Spurs. Who was on the Spurs? Old man Tim Duncan, old man Ginobili, old man Tony Parker. Getting it done, right? So that's the type of ball that he's used to. He's looking for the dogs to ride with him like that. And they're not there. You know, Kawhi really left a winning situation though. It's just, you know, who would really want to live over there is what he was probably thinking.
I can't even get mad at Paul George this year because he's been doing what the hell he needs to do.
Who's Paul George? He's not. You say he's been doing what he needs to do?
At least these last 2 games of the playoffs, you know, everybody, oh, he's gonna fall asleep. So far, he's been balling in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's not them. You need a, like, Rondo is cool, but at the end of the day, in the playoffs, you need somebody that has a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? That's why Russell Westbrook always struggles in the playoffs, because everybody gets back. You know, in the regular season, people just be like, whatever. So he's just able just to rip and run down the court. In the playoffs, they playing just as hard as he is now. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, it's time to get back. Let's run back. Make sure we get there.
I just know shit, like a weak defense and old age is not a good combination. You gotta have something. If you're gonna be an older team, y'all better be locking down on defense.
At least playing smart. They should be playing smart. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, even in the NFL, bro, it's not the younger players that like they have a splash, but it's always the older players. You know what I'm saying? Who won the championship in football? The older team, even though, you know, Fitzpatrick didn't have a line.
If the Suns make it to the playoffs again next year, bro, they're gonna be a problem.
That depends if Chris Paul is there.
I think he might be signed for 1 more year. But who knows? He's been hopping teams left and right, baby.
Yeah, he's actually probably gonna go to the Lakers now.
I wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe one more year somewhere else. If you got to wait till that contract drop, he's probably still getting paid too much. That's why he's
right.
been at the Lakers.
You right.
Probably wait till he like is one of those years where he just only got like one more year left on his contract.
Maybe, but he might forego that.
And then it'll be one of those. Oh, is he gonna resign as a Laker and chase a championship or?
No, he might forego that because his timeline is going to be able to play with LeBron. That's going to be his best chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why he ain't really at none of those places right now, like the Lakers or the Clippers or nothing.
You said what?
I said that's why he's not at the Lakers right now, because that contract right now is too big.
Oh yeah, of course it was too big for everybody.
You just paid.
It was too big for everybody.
Anthony Davis. You just paid LeBron. Maybe.
Oh no, they got some shit they can do. When you play with LeBron, nigga, your money ain't guaranteed. You see what did happen to DeMarcus Cousins mid-season. He on y'all team now, right?
Mm-hmm. He was over there in Houston before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I already know. I like the fact that the Clippers picked him up. I just don't like the fact that they're not playing him.
That's
especially in this series.
That's what I'm like. I've been yelling that shit too. I'm like, bro, don't do Cousins in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because
he at least can give y'all some other offense.
Yeah.
And it'll stretch out Porzingis, so he won't be inside the key. Even though he ain't really, throwing nothing like that, but
at least William Cauley-Stein, William Cauley-Stein ain't really been throwing nothing like that, but still. I'm like, yeah, bro, y'all need to.
Well, no, y'all really got us on the inside, so that's why we really didn't jump shooting.
And that's the whole problem. That's what I'm like, the main issue right now is our defense.
On the wings.
Because when nobody playing no defense last game, bro, nigga, the score was 70 points. 70 to like 71 at halftime. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, nobody gonna stop nothing, bro? Nigga, we just going back and forth. I'm like, if y'all don't quit playing and stop somebody, I'm like, how is the score 71?
Because realistically, it's a good matchup, but we just have our players are just playing better than you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like our supporting cast.
Y'all act like y'all want it right now, bro. We're not. We're just like, I don't know what the hell we're on.
Well, we do, because we've been on a cliff for like the past 2 years. I'm mad we gave up Seth Curry. Because if we would have had Seth, this would have been over.
If y'all would have had Seth this year, I definitely would have been scared.
Yeah, it would have been over. Because everybody would have been healthy.
That's why I'm like, I don't know what the Clippers was on the last 2 games of the season, but I'm like, I don't know why y'all.
They thought it was. They thought it was still the bubble. Like Luka was hurt and Porzingis didn't play, and then Josh Paul left. He tore his ACL before the thing. Right when he was balling that whole season, he was grabbing boards, dunking, shooting a little bit.
I'm like, y'all should have went with. I would have definitely rather played Portland first round.
Mm-hmm. Y'all tripped.
We for some reason. Yeah, exactly. And even though Dame Lillard is a beast, we still would have been able to. For some reason, we played better against Portland.
Well, y'all have more guards y'all can throw at Dame Lillard, and he's smaller. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to go play Luka, who's the same size as one of your guards, and think you're gonna throw Paul George on him and Kawhi? Mm-hmm. Then it's almost just like, and then realistically, we're a big team all the way around. Mm-hmm. Seth Curry was our smallest guard, bro. Yeah. I mean, that come in and really do some stuff like that. Yeah, he wasn't that small. Our smallest guard is the old boy. But you don't really always see him all the time.
With Jalen Brunson?
Yeah. But we're a big team coming out there, because you gotta think of Vinny, what's his name? That nigga, he has a little height. Tim.
Oh yeah,
he's 6. Yeah, he's 6'6". So it's like, y'all picked a team that had height. That wasn't too smart. I mean, I know we're not athletic, but you know, height that can space the floor. That's rebounds, defensively. You know what I mean? You know, we don't have none of that.
That's what I'm like, bro. Don't get me wrong, I like Tim Hardaway.
But they have offense though. Maxi Cleaver, they was doing all that stuff they was doing last year. Everything.
I'm like, all right, Ty Lue, this is your time. Get your coach on. This is what you wanted the limelight too. You want to prove to everybody that you can win without LeBron and, you know, all that good stuff. So now it's your time. Now it's your time, bro. We need to see how you change it up. We need to see something.
He's not. He's gonna be.
I don't want to see. Me personally, I don't know if he's gonna do it or not, but this is where game 3. I don't want to see the same starting lineup. I think we need to start Nick Batum, and have Morris come off the bench. Because Morris has been playing like trash. Nick Batum's been doing his thing. And Nick Batum, you know, people be forgetting because he went over there to Charlotte for a couple of years. And, you know, Charlotte sucked, so he kind of went, you know, got non-existent. But before he left to Charlotte, because he was balling in Portland. And Portland had all those good years.
No, I know I was a Batum fan. I used to use him on 2K. you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you might be thinking he's balling because he's coming in with the second unit.
But even all year when Morris was out and Batum had to start for a long period of time, and I know the playoffs are different than the looking because he's just been way more consistent whether he's been starting or whether he's been coming off the bench. And I'm like, well, bro, you down 2-1. I would make that change. This is when you make a change. Start somebody that you normally wouldn't start. Start somebody who is, you know, helping out a little bit more.
That's a sign of desperation. And a sign that you don't believe in your players. That's more like
I wouldn't say that, but
that's more like game 4.
I mean, shit, nigga, there might not be no game 4.
It has to go to game 4.
I'm saying game 4 might be too late. You get what I'm saying?
No, I understand that, but you don't want to send that message already. After you guys was already talking like, oh, we only down 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but this is the playoff.
I think you have to do it then. If you're gonna do that, you gotta do it like they did Derrick Rose when they had him come and start the second half.
Something.
And then that way, you know, from that point on, you know what I'm saying, you can start the next one.
But for one, Reggie Jackson playing all those minutes, I would rather get the young boy in there. Something. Like I said, Nick Batum need to come in and play more of Morris's minutes to have Morris run with the second unit. Because him running with that first unit, sometimes, nigga, that's what you need to do to get your players in order too.
I think what it is real with you, like I said, y'all took on the responsibility of Paul George. Like, Morris is there to be a bruiser. He ain't been bruising nobody. He been playing soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got offense, but he needs to be bruising somebody. Like, y'all lost that dog mentality. Remember that's what they was talking about? Everybody was falling in love with that. Y'all lost that.
Yeah.
Y'all lost that, bro.
Oh, you talking about Montrezl Harrell?
Yeah, Montrezl Harrell, Lou, like, y'all lost that dog mentality. Y'all lost the scrappiness. Even last night, what's his name? Looked like he was been domesticated. Patrick Beverley. Yeah. Oh, you knew exactly who I was talking about. Because he looked like, he didn't look angry, he didn't look mad, he didn't look intense.
That's because, too, nigga,
he didn't look like none of that, bro. I said, wow. I said, this team's mentality is
But you know what I'm starting to learn, too, though? It all depends sometimes on the ref, too. Not saying that the ref.
But they haven't even been making calls like that, bro. Luka's been pushing off. Kawhi's pushing off. Paul George pushing off. You know what I mean? They've been looking at the rest of the
I liked how Paul George started the last game. He was hella aggressive. Every shot he took was at the cup, nigga. Couldn't nobody stop him, you know? Like when he first started the game, he scored the first 8 points by himself.
Yeah, he knew that though.
And that's what I want to see him come back out there. I hate when they start settling for 3-pointers.
But he ain't shooting no 3-pointers because he ain't been able to make nothing.
Nah.
So that's why he was from Carter. But see, because he's not able to make nothing, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Think about that. He's not making 3-pointers. Kawhi's game is mid-range. So if everybody's coming to the key, you're bringing your offense to us. Mm-hmm. That's why I said you guys don't have nobody that can space the floor.
You know who get on my nerves, bro? I cannot stand LeBron, bro. I can't stand LeBron.
I be telling you, I'm thinking he coming up with so many different stories to make his trip to the finals seem so tough. And realistically, it's not.
Like when he was talking about he made that 3 with one eye. I was shooting triple rent. Bro, shut up.
It's like, oh, my ankles hurt.
That nigga sat on the ground for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, nigga. Went to commercial break, came back, he was still on the ground for his eye. Like, or when he act like he got elbowed in the head and they slowed in, that nigga never even got touched. But I'm like,
yeah,
bro, you're horrible, my dude. Like, it's like he's trying to have him a Jordan flu game so bad.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
He's trying to have him a Kobe Bryant torn Achilles moment so bad. It's like, like when he hurt his ankle.
That's what I'm saying.
He did all that flopping and crying on the floor, nigga. Nigga took 30 minutes to get off the fucking floor, come in, shoot a 3, and then act like, oh, like I had to shoot that 3 on a broken ankle on one leg. I shot that 3 on one leg. Like, nigga, bro, calm down. You're so extra. Oh, he made a point. He made a point to let everybody know I did it with one eye.
Yeah.
Calm down.
And it's like I was telling somebody the other day, dude got mad. I said I hate the comparisons between LeBron to Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
There are none.
That's what I told him. I'll be like, dude, Jordan has skill with athleticism. LeBron has athleticism with passing skills.
And I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100. What it really is LeBron. Like LeBron, there's a sense of phoniness to LeBron, and it can be sensed by everybody. LeBron still wants people to. It's like LeBron wants, instead of just being himself and going out there and doing what he do. It's like, bro, it's like you're trying so hard to.
He's calculated.
Yeah, he's so calculated, and it makes him non-genuine. I'm not talking about him opening up a free academy. Like,
no, I get what you said. But all that's calculated still. That's why I said the best way you can say is calculated. Yeah, because he doesn't want to go out there and build during his brand. You know, players talk about LeBron differently than what you really see. You know, on the court and everything else like that. You know, I mean, I get it.
That's why it was so hard for him to get people to come play with him, and people were just like, well, nobody wants to play with low key, like nobody really wants to play with him because it's X, Y, and Z and stuff like that.
Nobody wants to play with him because LeBron was really only running one system. You know that, right? That's why LeBron wanted to go to the point guard because everything was him, you know, cutting to the hole and kicking out. And LeBron's like, I'd rather just not cut to the hole and play point guard. You know what I mean? And then kick out like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, that's why when AD was coming, he was making it a point, this is going to be AD's team because you got to think, like, remember they tried, you know, he was number 1. People argue with me about that shit. Well, LeBron then was number 1, you know, where everybody was a playmaker on the team because remember at first they didn't want to be like, this isn't going to be Cleveland West, remember? Because everybody on his team that's around him is all shooters. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your call? So, you know, that's why we going into there. If you're like, oh, we're going to run it through you, and it's going to be the pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? But It's almost like, I don't know, Anthony Davis and Paul George got that same type of mentality, it seems. Because Anthony Davis only goes hard because of LeBron. If LeBron sits out, Anthony Davis is going to sit out too. I'm an AD fan. Ever since he came out of college, I knew he was going to be the best, but it was like, man, come on, man. And then the other thing for me is this league is made for LeBron right now. You know what I'm saying? It's made for him. Like how the last decade was made for Kobe. Kobe loved the contract. Because growing up, that's how he seen Jordan play. Then slam, then contract. LeBron was built for it. But he don't like it. Because what people don't realize is all you gotta do is really put the same size body on LeBron, and it kind of messes him up a little bit. All right, even Boris Diaw would probably been LeBron's, And every time Boris Diaw used to grab LeBron, it used to be trouble for him.
I mean, any other time I would say this, but just because we're playing y'all, that means y'all would have to beat us in order for this to happen. Is for an exception of this year. I wouldn't mind seeing a Dallas and Laker.
We're not ready for that.
Cause I wanna see with that big guard like Luka and LeBron how that go. That'd be a good matchup.
He's not ready for that yet.
Luka?
Yeah, he needs one more year. He needs one more year. Cause this year, like you guys are giving him confidence. Like he was cussing y'all out in his language. As in Stephen A. said that shit this one, that shit had me dying. And he said, not only is he what he called, he's cussing in his own language.
The niggas getting their asses kicked.
Yeah, Charles
I
Barkley.
know this is a Disney Channel.
Yeah, and Charles Barkley was like, he said, I don't know when, he's like, I'm getting old. Because the white boys is coming down to the hood now. And then they, not only are they coming down to the hood, but they kicking our butts. But yeah, we're not ready for that yet. It would have to be a big meltdown by like the Utah Jazz. Because I think the Jazz could get us if they get past. Like they got Clarkson, who's a one-on-one specialist. He's been that
Well,
since
after
he's
this
been
game, y'all gonna have to run into Denver. Denver and Portland.
Ooh, okay. We can work with that.
Yeah, if y'all get through us, y'all gonna run through Denver. I
We can deal with that
I think
then.
Portland would be a better matchup for y'all,
No.
but Denver, I would say the issue with Denver is, I mean, everybody's issue with Denver, Jokic.
That ain't our issue. Porzingis.
Huh?
Porzingis 7'3".
Yeah, I know, but see, Jokic, the only thing about Porzingis is, even though he's 7'3",
Jokic is slow.
Jokic is slow, but in a sense, he's good at being able to make plays from the middle of the key, and he can shoot.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be able to shoot over Porzingis like that. So he is gonna be looking for the pass, or he's gonna try to do that up and under stuff. But we're so tall, we can close on that.
Porzingis, he's not too quick himself, and Jokic is.
That's why we play for the block.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jokic is gonna be a little. I just think he defensively, or offensively, he'll pick y'all apart, kind of like he does everybody.
Nah, he they need that other guard to run it just directly through him because we're tall. That's what I'm saying. I'm like we're pretty tall, so it's like if Porzingis is out there, we have enough to whatchamacallit, and then realistically, like we can put him in the camp if we want to. We got Boban for things like that. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that's another good one from Mike the Barber. You guys already know. Like, subscribe, share, comment, sub us in, trying to be a part of your top 10.
And y'all got a little treat this week too, because you got a little banter back and forth about, sports and everything.
Oh yeah,
so
that's the light whispers, yeah.
So for all you sports fans out there, I hope you enjoy it. Don't feel free to drop your thoughts on what we were saying in the comments, please.
Exactly. But as you said, when you hear the here's some more.